Hi everyone, Messy Coder back again with another asset store review. This time it is the Synty Studios Polygon Vikings pack. It is Made Madness and this is currently on a 50% sale, so instead of being $30 you can get it for 15. And what do you get in this pack? Well, you're getting 221 unique assets with 4 alternative texture colors each. You get snow variants as well, so you get snow and non-snow versions of these models. And you also get 5 characters. You get chief warriors, another warrior, a grunt, and another grunt, and you get shield maidens as well in this pack. Actually, they had an update. They added shield maidens, which was awesome. And a lot of buildings, a lot of nature, a lot of fun. So sit back, enjoy, and I'll see you all in a second. Messy Coder back inside Unity, playing about with Polygon Vikings pack from Synty Studios. Currently it's Made Madness. It is 50% off, so instead of $29.99 you're getting a cent change of $15. Here is our demo scene. Have we got a fly cam on this camera? No, we don't. Right, I'm just going to pause it and put a fly cam in, and just like magic, here we are, able to fly about inside our level. We get here this demo scene. Now, as always, the Synty Studios demo scenes are well thought out. They're beautifully done, and well, they were gaming themselves, aren't they? Now we've got here our treasure chest. Now, obviously, we always know that with Synty Studios, are we going to get colliders or not? Well, let's have a look. And this one, and we've got no colliders. Now, Synty will say, you know, you can stick your mesh collider on, but this is a conversation that we have in every video, so there's no point us dwelling on it. Let's just enjoy the beauty of this scene. So if we look at one of the buildings, you can see here we've got snow mesh. This is a snow mesh, and the material is just a standard material with a standard Synty texture on it. Nothing special, but you'll see that the snow is part of the mesh itself. And if we go over here to our buildings, you'll see we've got a no snow version. So if I put my no snow versions, there you go, next to my snow versions, you can see they're actually different models. Here we got mesh that says roof, and this one is roof with snow, and that's because the snow ones live in this snow variant folder. And you've got snow variants for grass and the props. So instead of using the shader to add the snow, these are actually physically different meshes, and that's because Synty Studios like to add all the texture by hand and all the detail by hand to make sure everything is exactly how they want it. We played about with Polyworld's generator, which was amazing. I have to say that low poly generator from Quantum Theory was fantastic. But there is a difference when you've got people like Synty and other asset store developers who by hand place and actually think about not only what objects they're putting in, but how the vertices are done, how it's done here, this geometry. So fantastic job, well done to them. And as always, Synty stuff is always bang on AAA, obviously as you'd expect, coming from the film studios that they did at Weta, working on such amazing projects like The Hobbit and Planet of the Apes. As you'd know if you'd watched any of the interviews that we've had with Mike from Synty Studios. And the other day we had 4 of the Synty Studios blokes. Actually 3 of them. 3 of the Synty Studios blokes altogether, didn't we? So yeah, that's available on the old YouTube and on Twitch if you want to catch that playback. That was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed ourselves playing about with this space pack. But this is the Vikings. This is our Vikings pack. And it's a big demo scene. We've got a lot of things running around, but where are the people, I hear you ask? Where are the people? And that's one of the things that people always grab for Synty is the characters. So if I pop over to the other demo scene, hopefully they're all laid out because it's called demo characters. Let's save that so we don't lose it. And we're going to go pop straight over here. So let's have a look at who we've got here. So who have we got? Shall we stick a fly cam on our camera? Let's do it. Bing. And let's do a bit of baking. Auto generate. There you go. Ching chang pow. Done. Let's click play and float about. So here they are. A lot of Vikings. We've got men and women. We've got beards. We've got helmets. We've got swords, shields. Now the question I know you're asking is, are these beard hairs, props, parts of the single mesh, or can they be swapped? Can you use them with something like muck if muck ever gets finished? And, well, let's find out. Let's just get out here, click on one of these, open them up, and we'll have a look. We'll have a look at this fellow. So if I pop back over to an inspector and say, hello you, where are you? This chap here. You don't have anything else on you? Let's have a look in your roots, in your hips. You've got an axe, coin bag, dagger. Yes, the props here are separate. And let's keep on delving. Go spine, spine. Shield and swords we can add. Nice. And a sword holder we can add. Nice. Let's keep going to the neck, head, eyebrows. Oh, okay. No helmet on him. What about this fellow? What about this fellow? Is the helmet included? We're going to find that out by just hiding this bloke. Okay. I got a bad feeling that his helmet might be included. Let's have a look. Night, head. Ah, head and beards. They all seem to be in. They all seem to be in. Let's have a look. Yes. Ah, these are one of the earlier Synty packs where hair and beards and helmets are part of the single mesh. And later on, he made them bald, what they did, and they added beards and hair separate. And because I got a feeling that these are so intricate, these beards, I may have put them all as part of the meshes. So that's a shame. That's a shame. Means that we can't mix and match beards to go with the different bodies. Ah, that would be nice if we could just chop them off and separate them. Now I was speaking with somebody else who went through all of his Synty assets and basically did it himself. Stuck them in Blender and went and separated all of the beards, hats, hair from the Synty models so that he could mix and match them. Epic job. Genius. It would just show that it can be done. So if you are wanting to get these and do them yourselves, with a little bit of hard effort, hard work and time, you can do it. I really hate these cameras. It's so jerky. So this is the camera being really, really jerky. Nice. That's the the beautiful models. They are beautiful models, and as I say, a bit of hard work. You can separate them yourselves. It's just a shame they're straight out of the box. They're not separated. But yeah, these, as I say, these are the earlier ones. Later on, their packs, they did tend to do that. A new Shield Maiden got added. So I think it's her. She's the new Shield Maiden got added, or maybe her. I'm not too sure. Or one of them, or it could be her. We just don't know. Who could the Shield Maiden be that got added? We don't know. I didn't see. I didn't see who it was. So let's go back into the other demo scene so we can have a look at those buildings again. I'm just going to save you. So yeah, this is 50% off at the moment. It's only $15. It is cheap as chips. I'm not sure what other assets you're going to get of this size and this quality in the low poly style for $15, unless it's from Synty Studios. You've got all these pieces here are modular. So if you want to build yourself a fort or something, it doesn't even have to be a Viking one. You could even use these for Roman. It's quite easily be a Roman fort, couldn't it? You've got here walking along, protecting the borders in Germany. So it could be against the Goths. It could be anything, really, couldn't it? It doesn't have to be Viking. Obviously, when you get to these buildings and you see the decorations that you've got here, it's obviously a Viking building here. But again, you could just take the roofs off, boop, and it could turn it into anything you want. Now, don't forget, these are exteriors. You've got no interiors on those roofs up here. Actually, down here, are they? No, yep, they're exteriors only. These double facing here, a bit misleading, but the walls single facing. So let's have a look to see if we've got any interior models. No, we don't. We've got no interiors. Environments, let's make that bigger. Bang. So you see we've got trees, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 types of trees. We've got different types of trenches here. Okay, so very easily could be, the more I think about it, this could be good for a Roman pack. Synty Roman pack. There we got some statues. Some nice more grass. You can never have enough low poly grass and plants, low poly rocks. So you could read some of these, like the nature assets, you can easily mix and match these with the other Synty packs that you get. So these are theme agnostic, aren't they, really? So nature parts, apart from obviously this statue, can be for anything. And that's, as I say, $15 you're getting that in there. And the props, a lot of these props are not specifically, you know, have to be for a Viking game. Again, if you are just looking for low poly models and prefabs, I think this pack really can do you well, because it's $15, half price at the moment. And is it painful, these May Madness sales and Christmas sales and Black Friday sales, because you just feel, I might do something with this later, so I'll buy it now. And always with these, you have a look at poly counts. We're looking at 513 verts, 232 tries on this fishy. If we look at this, 600. So they're not, you know, we're not talking about drastically all of this. This is 3,870 because it's a fishing net. Just because it's low poly doesn't, well, it looks low poly look, doesn't mean it's a low poly count. Always remember that. So 822. The simple stuff is, but to get this kind of look here, you're going to need to be spending quite a few of polys to be able to do that. So bear that in mind when people are asking, you know, is this suitable for my low-end mobile phone? No, generally they tend not to be. Again, this doesn't have to be for a Viking pack. This could be for anything, you know, a low poly fishing pack quite easily. And then you get to your shields. So obviously your shields are a bit more themed. But again, you could change the pattern on these and have this as medieval, like, you know, some kind of mountain blade, low poly version of mountain blade. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Just give myself ideas there. Make a mountain blade low poly game. Oh, so many ideas, so little time. And as I say, we get snow variants of props. We also get some vehicles. We've got here our Viking funeral. We've put the pyre on it. We've got here an empty Viking boat. And we've got here big Viking boat that is going to invade with an army on it. And then, if you're always looking for low poly weapons, you can't go wrong with some Synty ones. Look at the detail on these. Beautifully done. Handcrafted, low poly style. I love that. Look at that. Blow that horn or drink your mead. Which one are you going to do? And a saw. More shields. So what's the difference between these shields and the prop shields? Decor. And there are different models. Maybe it's the rivets? Not too sure. Yeah, so little rivets around it. That was the difference. Swords. Lovely. A lot of buildings that we're getting here. Your bases, different types of bases that you're getting in this pack. I do like. I wouldn't call myself a Synty fanboy because, you know, I don't think fanboys are allowed to pick up any flaws or problems. But I do love Synty stuff. I'm not ashamed to say I do love their artwork and I do love their packages. Yeah, I think you do too if you're watching this video out, don't you? So $15 while it's on. 50% May Madness, normally 30. If you're watching this after the May Madness sale, ask yourself, do you really want a Viking pack? Well, it's got nature, it's got props, it's got buildings that you could use, it's got fences, and I really think this would work well on something like a Roman pack. And here you can see the nature on this nice sunny island over here where there's no snow. And imagine this fort was like an orc fort. It could very easily be an orc pack as well, couldn't it? Very orcish. Orcs not too different to Vikings when it comes to their architecture, is it? At the end of the day. Well, there you go. I'm going to sit down now. I'm going to play football with the kids. We've got a lot more assets to go through. Let's make this May Madness. and I hope you enjoy them. I hope that you're having as much fun as I am, and I hope your wallets can recover afterwards. And don't forget, if you haven't bought anything yet, make yourself a nice big checkout and then put that 10% voucher that Unity are giving you, 10% additional 10% voucher on the sale. So instead of being 50% off a lot of things, they become 60% off. Isn't that lovely? Oh, look, let's go over here. Oh, one of the ships has sunk. One of the ships has sunk. Oh dear. There's Viking boats. There we go. You can have different textures on the sails. Let's not forget that. Oh, and obviously here, let's not forget that we've got our little snow cave. Oh, lovely. Let's go for the snow arc. Right, I'm off. If you do like it, click it. Until next time, don't forget, winter is coming. If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now, and down below there's that big juicy subscribe button, and right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.